K-Pax Racing shook things up during the off-season, but the multi-championship winning team returned to form in 2018, this time with Bentley and their first-generation Bentley Continental Gt3. With help from Bentley, K-Pax Racing worked around the clock to quickly prepare a fleet of Continental GT3s for a rigorous season ahead. Under the Florida sun, Brazilian driver Rodrigo Baptista shined in his K-Pax Racing debut inside the number 3 Bentley Continental GT3, earning 2 second-place finishes in the GTA class during opening weekend. Returning for a third season, Alvaro Parente and the number 9 team encountered some early adversity. After a weekend where the team was forced to retire its number 9 Bentley Continental GT3 prematurely both rounds, the team worked tirelessly to get the GT3 back on track for the next stop. K-Pax Racing welcomed Bentley factory drivers Andy Soucek and Maxime Soulet to the team for the Circuit of Americas and the opening rounds of Pirelli World Challenge Sprint X. Parente and the number 9 team showed its resiliency from St. Petersburg, setting the fastest lap in practice. Baptista took the top spot early on, recording the team's fastest race time in his 18th lap before he passed the wheel to Soulet, who remained unchallenged for the lead despite a punctured tire in the final 7 minutes. They found themselves on the podium once again in the finale, now leading the Pro-Am Championship early on. Looking to extend their podium streak, it was time to roar by the shore on the streets of Long Beach, California. Parente, a 2-time event winner, started 9th on the grid, sharing the 5th row with Baptista. With a strong start, Baptista climbed to 2nd in the GTA field within the first 10 minutes of the game. Parente was awarded Optima Battery's best start of the race, and he passed the most cars in the field, earning him the VP Race Fuels Hard Charger Award. Parente finished 3rd, his 3rd straight Roar by the Shore podium, and the team's 5th straight in 3 events. K-Pax Racing welcomed Soulet and Soucek back for a bittersweet Sprint X result at Virginia International Raceway. Proving their talent, Baptista and Soulet outperformed the entire field in the number 3 Bentley Continental GT3, giving K-Pax Racing its first overall victory of 2018. Despite the success of the number 3 car, VIR was less favorable to Parente and Soucek, whose number 9 Bentley Continental GT3 suffered extensive damage on the opening lap of the first race, forcing them out of the contest for the weekend. North of the border, both Parente and Baptista performed at their best in the second race of the weekend at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Both the number 9 and the number 3 car put up blistering speeds throughout the week. Though rain proved to be another unforeseen challenge in the opener, the team developed a strategy that gave both cars pole position and top honors on the podium in the finale. A Memorial Day weekend doubleheader at Lime Rock Park marked the halfway point of the season, and Soucek and Soulet hopped back in the driver's seat to continue building the success of K-Pax Racing. And the first leg of the weekend resulted in a 3rd-place finish for Baptista and Soulet, with Parente and Soucek taking 4th. K-Pax Racing showed its perseverance through strategy and talent during the second day of racing, as its pair of Continental GT3s made a charge from the back of the pack to both finish on the podium. Soucek and Parente battled their way to 2nd place in the GT class, while Baptista and Soulet captured the Pro-Am victory. Just south of Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, Road America was the landing spot for multiple milestones achieved by both K-Pax Racing and Bentley Motorsport. Parente landed the number 9 Bentley Continental GT3 into victory lane for the 2nd time in 3 events, giving K-Pax Racing its 50th win in team history. Bentley Motorsport shared the milestone moment, as it was the manufacturer's 50th victory with the first-generation Continental GT3. K-Pax Racing's first ever appearance at Portland International Raceway proved to be a challenging but rewarding visit. In the opener, the number 9 was forced to withdraw after spinning off course, and the number 3 car eventually retired prematurely with mechanical issues. The team attacked the field after starting 3rd to last on the grid. Baptista and Soulet crossed the finish line 2nd in their first ever all-pro race together, but a late penalty to the first-place car eventually awarded the duo their 5th victory in 4 events. Utah Motorsports Campus hosted the Sprint X finale and the final race of the season for Soulet and Soucek under the K-Pax Racing banner. The team again showed its dominance, especially in qualifying, where K-Pax Racing was in the front row in the event opener. However, mechanical issues hindered the team throughout the race. But in stunning fashion, the number 9 team was able to make repairs from the garage and send the car back out in the field for the final 10 minutes. And on the final lap of the opener, Soucek qualified for pole for the following race. The finale of the weekend saw Soulé in the number 3 car involved in an accident at the drop of the green flag, setting him back 3 spots to 6th in his class. Now shifting his mentality to playing catch-up, Soulé managed to make up 1 spot before passing the car to Baptista, who was able to gain 1 more position for a 4th place finish. Baptista had reached his goal as an amateur to compete with the series best, and he continued to do just that at the Glen. He was the only driver in the field to complete a qualifying lap under a minute 43, securing pole position for the opening race of the weekend. Baptista led flag to flag, winning by nearly a 12-second margin. The proven talent started on the pole in the finale, where he chased perfection as the leader of the pack. Baptista was uncontested for the full 50 minutes, and Deja vu, Baptista won the race by a double-digit margin of victory. Sharing the spotlight, Pirelli managed to dodge 2 near race-ending collisions, earning 3rd place to finish the 2018 Pirelli World Challenge Series. But K-Pax Racing didn't stop there. The Intercontinental GT Challenge California 8 hours. This marked the team's 3rd straight endurance race, and it was also Bentley's final customer race of the first-generation Continental Gt3. The 8-hour race saw Pirelli, Baptista, and Brian Sellers join forces in the number 9 Bentley Continental GT3. And of a 32-car grid, the K-Pax Racing team delivered a top 10 class result. Thank you for being part of our journey, for joining us as we celebrated and exceeded our 50th career win milestone, as we humbly accepted being named the 2018 GT Crew of the Year, and as we took home the 2018 Sprint GT Team Championship. We look forward to seeing you next year when we hear those magical words, "Drivers, start your engines."